A lot of people have been asking me about why I've been talking more about the Bible, the gospel, the word. Well, for starters, I've already been doing Bible studies, studying the word with some elders, with people that have a lot of experience. They know what they're doing for about 4 years now. And we've been hosting a Bible study out here in the mountains in Rio Doso for about 3 years now. So if you're ever out here, you want to join us, we do it every Thursday at 6:30. Hit me up, I'll send you the location. But a big part of the reason why I did get into the word is because I've tried the worldly thing. I notice how lost all of us are, not just me, how lost I was, but how lost the culture is, how lost young men are, young women, everybody out there running amok, just completely lost because we're overcomplicating everything instead of simplifying. Now you got all these genders. Now the men, they act like girls, the girls, they act like men. So it just creates a big cluster. And even when I started this channel, I philosophized a lot and I was overcomplicating things. And now I'm just keeping it basic, man. Trying to stick to basics, stick to the word, stick to the gospel, and stop leaning on my own understanding. In Proverbs 3:5 it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. So it couldn't be clearer than that. Yet we want to do whatever we want to do, especially in 2025, especially with technology, especially in the information age, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Google, now ChatGPT, and it's only gonna get worse now with AI and all this. It's only gonna get worse. But we need to stick back to basics and bring it back to the word and bring it back to the old days. That way we struggle less, man. Uh, we're all in the flesh. We're all very rational. We're all addicted to information. We get overwhelmed. I do it too with everything that we hear. And we create a big mess out of things, man. We really do. So this is why I decided to just stick to the gospel, and it's been great. Thankfully, I let a lot, I let go of a lot of worldly things. Um, but what I wanted to focus on today was actually dating. Um, I'm gonna try dating advice. So I noticed that a lot of people are out there struggling, men and women. Everybody's struggling, and a lot of the reason today I'm gonna focus more on the men, but it applies to the women too. This message is for two. I'm not just talking about men. But in Second Corinthians 6:14 it says, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. For what partnership has righteousness with lawlessness, or what fellowship has light with darkness?" Again, this goes for both of us. If you're on the right path or trying to put in the work and trying to stick to the word, why would you ever hook up with somebody that's not on your path? Like, for instance, me. Let's talk about me. I've been putting in this work already for a couple of years. Why would I hook up with a girl that's not on this path? Like, I'm not gonna be able to change her. You're not gonna be able to change him. A lot of these youngsters, especially, man, like, I'm not even gonna say that girls are worse, but like the men that I mentor and tutor, that I'm around with, friends, family, the guys that come to the study, this and that, like they're all struggling. Well, not all of them. Some of them are struggling in relationships because they're not equally yoked. And a lot of their wives, they're out here wanting to serve corporations. They're out here chasing the dollar, chasing status instead of serving their family, serving their husbands, serving God. the right order of things from my understanding is the man follows God and the wife follows the man. That's just that's how it was written. And then a lot of men, they don't even want to step up and take that leadership role. I hear that a lot from the ladies, talking about he don't want to lead, talking about he don't want to do anything, I have to do everything, this and that. And that's wrong too. That's obviously wrong too. So it's the world, and the devil's just laughing at all of us, you know. He's just laughing at all of us. This is why it's so important and so essential for us to seek God, to get in the Word, to fellowship with other believers, so that we could fall in line and so we could know what our roles are. And the more that we lean into our roles, the better it's going to be for our partners, for our kids, and for society, man. I truly believe this, So look for somebody. If you're single, looking for a partner, don't think with this head, think with your heart, think with the word, don't think with your bottom head, man. Like, this is stupid. A lot of guys, you know, we go for the prettiest, for the hottest girl that we could find and attract, and then these girls, they put us through hell. Why? Because you're not equally yoked, because she's out there doing her, you know. Feminism in 25 is at an all-time high, and I'm not even just gonna pick on the females, but it is at an all-time high. Satan's dividing the families, and like I said, he's just laughing at all of us, man. The girls out there running amok, acting like dudes, the dudes over there acting like chicks, and we're all struggling. So if you're a man, you definitely need to get into your masculine. You need to the Bible is definitely a patriarchal order of things. That's why it's God the Father. And you know, I'm not trying to offend anybody by saying these things. If this message isn't for you, I get it. You can change the channel, go somewhere else. I'm not setting the rules, the foundations, but this is the order of things, man. A big red flag, you know, if you're a man and you're trying to lead, you know, you must be first and foremost putting in the work, preparing yourself for marriage, preparing yourself to lead a family. And if you do meet a person, let's say, and you as the man, you're supposed to lead that family. Let's say that you ask this girl to, I live in the mountains, for instance. I left the city. I left the old life. I'm living a different life. A big red flag for you guys would be if the girl is not willing to let all her dreams and all her passions and this and that and put them aside for you and follow you. That's a big red flag. It's never going to work for you, no matter how hard you try. And if TikTok heard this, they'd probably get all angry. Again, I'm not trying to offend you. If this isn't for you, I get it. I'm just following the scripture, the order of things. This is part of the problem, our modern day life, man, and these modern day ideas and how liberal we want to be, and all these things are wrong. And if we just stick to basics, I think it'll bring overall a lot more harmony. If you're a man too, and you're not leading your wife, and you're not wanting to take this role, and you want her to make the money and this and that, well, you're wrong too, you know, and that's never gonna work for you. There's always gonna be not a balance there, man. But I just wanted to shoot this video right quick. We're almost hitting the 10-minute mark. Beautiful day out here in the Sierra Blanca. You know how I do. It's covered in clouds, but it's there. Have a good day. Talk to you soon.